Testing, 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 testing. And here we are, I think. All right. This is exciting, isn't it?
Okay.
Isn't this exciting or what?
Oh,
And now we got to wait 30 seconds to see if audio shows up on here. I can see myself staring at my phone instead of doing the show. You know, a lot of so-called professionals would not be this confident to do something like this. They just kind of wing it a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
What's the big deal? They'll hear us eventually. Yeah, we weren't saying anything worth listening to
anyway. Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, once we're sure that people can hear us, then
they
we'll
go right into it.
Then we'll start saying some stuff.
Otherwise, we're kind of out here on the loose, a little bit on the sidelines.
I don't know if it's... I can see you drinking beer.
Oh, that's you can?
Yeah.
Well, if you can see me drinking beer now, there's definitely a delay on the situation.
There we are.
Ah, we're here.
Yeah, we are awesome.
We are on the air.
So, welcome to the Mike and Tim show.
Yes, we have to make the announcement of the actual theme of the show today.
Show number 6.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. And tonight, and the show's theme. Do you want to announce?
The show's theme is what pisses us off.
Things that are pissing us off.
As opposed to happy, delightful type stuff.
We'll do that on another show.
Oh, another show, yeah. Tonight, I'll open up the show with some local peon, piss off, jerk off, leave me alone, and don't ask me stupid ass questions at the checkout counter.
All right, well, we'll get to that in a few minutes. We're not going to just,
concentrate on
an hour and a half show here.
We got to stretch out the
we have about 5 minutes worth of content, so we're going to stretch it out.
For at least 35 minutes.
Well, I was going to say 90.
Oh, well, we'll stretch it out, then we'll stretch it out some more, and then some more, and now we'll make an hour and a half.
All right, so if you've just tuned in
to this lovely,
whether you've
hyperbole,
whether you've been, waiting with bated breath all day long, or whether you just stumbled on this because you were thinking that your life had no meaning and you just could not find anything to do,
then your life now has meaning.
Whatever the reason for it is, you've made a good move. You don't want to, the worst of the show is already over, probably. I mean,
we haven't even started.
Yeah, I mean, it's only going to go uphill from here. So you don't want to leave. I mean, that's going to be the worst thing.
Put your digging tools away and fill the hole in.
So sit down, grab a beer, or if you're too young to drink beer, you could have
soda.
A soda, sure.
Yeah.
Or if you're in France, you could have some mineral water.
Mineral water. You ever drink that stuff?
Yeah.
Mineral water. It sounds like something. It sounds like you get a bottle of something that's full of like chopped up pieces of quartz. Maybe there's a little bit of vermiculite in there. And you gotta drink that down.
Everybody knows that vermiculate's good for you.
Oh, vermiculite. Oh,
it sticks in those little holes you get inside you and keeps stuff from leaking out. Keeps the good stuff in.
Yeah. Like the cancer and a sort of other wonderful thing you get from that crap.
Well, I don't know. That's just what I heard.
Hi, babe. You want to do a line of vermiculite?
So, this little line here, though, is really bothering me.
Yeah, that's getting to be a problem. You know what the line is? That's the lines up here. The line is actually the distance between the sun and the moon and the top of that tree that we got right behind us there.
So one of the reasons that we have this storm background behind us is that we're in solidarity with all those folks down in Texas and
Florida.
Yeah. Isn't that a cheap thing to say, you're in solidarity? Well, what the hell does that really mean?
Yeah.
Like, here's a guy struggling, his house just burned down, and some fool on the internet, couple thousand miles away, goes, "We're in solidarity with you, brother." Well, that's great.
Yeah, it's a really nice comment, but it means absolutely effing nothing.
But I think we gave some money to Red Cross, which is I would. That's a good thing to do because something. Maybe not the Red Cross.
You're in
if you believe that they're
doing something
up to no good, but
you
can do something.
You're in solidarity. What's that mean? You're in the solidarity of a cell down at the bottom of the freaking prison.
We're thinking of you. We're rooting for you. Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah, we're rooting for you. We're sitting here in our nice, comfortable thing, and we're rooting for you. Well, and it's like the news anchors. We're rooting for you. We hope you make out okay, but when we go off the air, we go home to a nice, comfortable location, and you're screwed.
Yeah, it just sounds a little disingenuous is the word I was thinking of.
I call it like disingenuistical.
It's got like at least 7 letters in it.
Disingenuistical.
I think it's got 9 letters in it.
Yeah, that's true.
I just have a feeling disingenuous has 9 letters.
Disingenuous.
It probably has Siri. Hey
Hi.
Siri, how many letters on the word disingenuous?
Hi, and welcome to Disingenuous. This is going to be a new Broadway play talking about the news anchors and how they talk about the people in Florida.
So, coming up tonight, lots of stuff to talk about. The Weather Channel, and those morons that are out there standing in the wind in the Weather Channel. That's important.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we need that.
It's a hurricane. I think I'll stand here and tell other people not to do this.
What else? Other things are pissing us off, like North Korea. We talk about North Korea a little bit. We have the solution for North Korea, I think.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, a couple things.
Yeah.
One involves chicken shit.
Yeah.
Large quantities of chicken shit.
Yeah. Right.
Dropped from
2 feet.
No, I was going to say, like from space.
Oh, spread it.
Drop it from space, right on them.
Yeah, that's all.
So.
Yep, I got the Home Depot thing.
People knew shit was going to come in at some point.
Right, yeah, exactly. Large quantities, nonetheless.
And what else? What else?
Car.
Some other things. Your car? You have a problem with your car?
Yeah, talk about the car.
Talk about that. Oh, I got a ticket for using my cell phone.
When
I wasn't using my cell phone. Yeah, in my own hometown even.
Well, here's the deal.
I'm oppressed. I'm feeling very oppressed.
Can you? Oh, yeah.
Depressed over my oppression.
I'm feeling very oppressed. Does that mean that the wave of society?
I need to save space.
It's on your shoulders?
Yeah, man. I mean, I was falsely accused. This guy pulled me over for no reason. And I got all the Bluetooth. I got all the wireless stuff.
Yeah.
Right? I never have to pick up my phone. And he's like, I saw you pick up your phone. I'm like, no, you didn't. That's what I said. I mean, I didn't say, I said, no, you didn't. No, I didn't. What the hell? Like hell you did. So we'll get into that.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a lawyer out there who can.
Come in and give you.
They don't have to come in. They can just.
Right. They can just
do something.
How would you do that? It's like a radio station calling thing.
Yeah.
Hi, it's John Smithing from Whiz Bang, and Whoopple, and we'll be there to help you because 95% of our people get screwed over when we represent them.
So we've got that coming up, and some more fun stuff, and a beer review.
Yeah.
Well, haven't we already done Blue Moon?
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well, we're drinking Blue Moon again because it's a quality
We're also
beverage.
drinking.
And you have the Stella Artois.
What the hell?
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Artois.
I guess.
Hey, you're talking to somebody from like Japan. You go, hey, would you like some Artois?
They might think you're talking dirty to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're saying.
Well, what else we got here?
Oh, and we got some summer ale.
Yeah, this is.
Now, why are they labels different colors? Do you think that's right?
Because one of them is summer ale. This is lemon wheat ale. What do you got?
Same thing, summer ale, lemon wheat ale. And it's
maybe somebody in Boston screwed up.
It says on here 1 beer and a variety of summer colors. Apparently it's a thing.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to be doing the Boston Summer Ale review.
We're going to be drinking this. We're going to be drinking the beer. We'll review it too.
What?
Hey, have you noticed that our beer reviews don't consist of that much beer review and more just kind of drinking it and talking about other stuff?
Well, yeah,
sometimes the subject of the beer comes up, but it's usually in the side as opposed to the actual conversation.
Yeah.
Like, this beer isn't bad.
Yeah,
anyway,
we recommend you go buy a 6-pack because we like it.
Yeah, we're not trying to elicit
some sort of illegal, advertising of it, but if we are, well, we will.
I mean, Blue Moon and Sam Adams have never heard of us, although they should have.
What if you mix Blue Moon and Samuel Adams? Do you come up with some sort of revolutionary situation?
I think you have Blue Adams.
Oh, Blue Adams. He's probably pissed off. Paul Revere didn't make it. And now with that quote.
This problem with the green screen is pissing me off a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, we are professionals. And therefore, I mean, that's why we checked our audio to make sure it was working.
Because otherwise, like last time, we were on the air for like 10 minutes.
Well, I wasn't going to recall that
esoteric.
I was just going to say that unprofessionals don't even bother checking.
Therefore, they're done.
They might be on, they might not be on.
They don't care less.
They don't care. What do they care? Nobody's looking at them anyway.
Really? What's the point?
We have a huge audience too. To think about, to bullshit. I mean, by the way, we now have 20 subscribers.
Oh, good. All right.
And those are actually real people, as far as I can tell.
Real people.
Yeah,
real people drink beer.
Also, we are now heard in 99 countries.
All right.
99 countries have well, I'm not continuously, but they are listening to the Mike and Tim show.
Yeah, which is really pretty cool.
And it's also a little scary because don't these people have anything else to do? I mean, what the hell?
You know what they do over in Turkey? They go up to the top of Mount Ararat because otherwise they can't listen to us anyway. So they go looking for Noah's Ark on Ararat, and they listen to the Mike and Tim show while they're doing some excavation up there.
That is really a smart thing to do.
It is, yeah.
I get hundreds of emails from listeners all the time telling us, literally hundreds. Well, not quite
about bullshit.
Not quite literally hundreds, but we get a
small number in the
we get a small number of almost 100 emails of listeners who are always listening. They're just saying this guy says when I'm arguing with my wife, we put on a Mike and Tim show while we're arguing with each other.
And then they de-argue right then and there.
No, actually, he said it makes things worse. But
have you heard about that word, de-arguing?
We really have estimates. It's just an estimate, but we have probably about 25 billion listeners, give or take.
Oh, yeah. What's the percentage of the give or take?
Well, it's a wide ranging number. Some people are asking now, wait a minute, the population of the planet is only around, what, 5-some billion? So, how can you have 25 billion listeners?
We're out there in space.
It doesn't matter. It does, yeah. We got aliens listening to us.
The space station is listening to us right now.
We're probably much more popular on some other planet than we are.
Yeah, the Martians are like, hey, the Mike and Tim show, gather everybody. Check this out.
Of course, YouTube doesn't notate extraterrestrial listeners.
Yeah, right.
They don't plan on paying. That's the other thing that's pissing me off is YouTube. All those assholes. We'll be talking about these YouTube peoples. And
they get bizarre stuff out of there.
Yeah,
I mean, really bizarre.
We'll get into it.
They don't allow that on, but they will let us on. YouTube what a bunch of...
So anyway, it's time to start the show, basically.
Really? Okay, good.
So, I mean, we...
Start it.
Oh, okay. All right. So
I'm gonna click the button.
Should I click the button?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So, like I said before...
yeah, what did you say before? I don't know.
I said something along the lines of, if you've just stumbled upon us.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you got your finger on the button. You're like, I'm getting ready to leave, but I just want to see who the hell these weirdos are. Who are these fools, and who allowed them to go on, to go online and
do this stuff.
And do this. Well, nobody. We just did it.
Yeah, because we can. We are number one.
Some other reason too, but.
Well, make it number two.
So anyway,
if you're looking for
number two,
if you're looking for number one, but you can't do number two, then click us on for number three because, well, that's the last resort.
All right, don't go away. We'll be right back. Oh, I know how to do it. Hey!
Well, we are back after that little intro for a lovely show here at MikeandTimStudios.com, so to speak.
Well, I think we are.
Yeah.
We think we are.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure we are.
Alrighty. Hey, what's first on our topic list of this evening?
Another thing that's pissed me off is my damn dog barking when we're trying to do the show.
Well, there's a solution for that.
You know what? We're all washed out. Let's try this. Let's
all right, try that. That works good. We're worse washed out than before.
Washed out.
Slow it down. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Much better. Now it's bouncing off my bald head. But that's besides the point. Who cares? That's all right. Leave it the way it is.
Green screen's working good, though.
Yeah. Good.
So here we are. We're back from our exciting, we're back from our hiatus.
Yeah.
We've been back from that, though.
That is correct, yes.
And we...
Tonight's alcoholic consumption is, what do you got, Blue Moon?
Tim...
Where do they come up with these names for, like, beer?
Tim.
Like Blue Moon.
What are you saying, Tim?
Hey, I got Samuel Adams for a beer. That makes sense. That actually makes sense. Budweiser makes sense. Coors makes sense. But Blue Moon. Is that because the guys who invented this stuff one night were, they were out literally late and they had Blue Moon?
Oh, I don't think so.
What's that, like some sort of cheese? Hey there, dude, what do you say? We'll have a cheese sandwich and we'll invent Blue Moon after we fart it all out.
So here's this moron.
Yeah, El Fat Chubbo. You know what's really interesting about him? They don't show all the other people in his country that are starving to death. This guy absolutely isn't.
So here he is, the fattest man in North Korea. And I would say, actually, the only fat man in North Korea. I'll grant you, there's a few people who aren't emaciated. But this is the biggest boy I've ever seen in North Korea.
Really?
And I've read... I was telling you before, I read that he actually gained weight so he could look more like his grandfather, the great Kim Il-sung, I think.
Jong-sung?
Ting Tang Bang Jong?
Yeah, Kim Tang Bang Jong.
No, I don't want to make fun of Koreans because, it's just him.
Really?
And that is a hell of a haircut, isn't it? Come on.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for...
let's hear it for Wang Wang Wookie.
Let's hear it for this haircut.
Yeah. Did he go to, like, Hollywood for that haircut?
Boy, right there.
Well, we're going to send some nuclear missiles over and then get our ass kicked.
Yeah, we're going to,
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm thinking, here's my thought.
Right, good.
Instead of radiation or having to bomb these people,
right.
Very
unethical.
You get all the chicken shit from all the farms.
Right.
Now, for people who haven't heard about this, or people who don't know
chicken
shit in particular, shit is not shit. Some shit is even worse than shit.
That is right.
Chicken shit is one of those things. It is disgusting. It's acrid.
It catch on fire.
I think we could drop chicken shit on these freaking protesters.
I agree with you.
Just the ones that are,
annoying.
Pissing people off and annoying. Not the peaceful. I'm not talking about peaceful protests. I'm talking about like rioting type stuff. I should have been a little bit more
succinct.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. But and getting back to Kim Jong Fat, they're saying that people over there are always cutting grass because they actually are eating grass.
Really?
Yeah. And there's even a quote. One of either his father or his esteemed grandfather said that.
Or his dead uncle.
When they needed some more money for some weapons, they. Somebody promised that we'll keep them working, and if necessary, they'll just eat grass. And I read this other story. I don't know if this is true or not, but it wouldn't surprise me that a good deal of the North Korean population is on crystal meth because it keeps them up when they're hungry and helps them work and be more productive.
Ah, he's taking that quote from the Nazis.
Yeah.
Very good.
Nice guy, right?
Yeah.
Really nice guy.
You'll notice his...
big fan of American Western culture, too.
You notice his little monogram there behind his photograph here. That's actually the sickle. Gee, I wonder where that came from.
Oh, yeah, they're good communists.
Yeah. Whoa.
Good communists.
Let's take everybody's farms and lands away, and we'll turn them into dickweeds who can bend over and take it.
So this Yip-Ya is launching missiles over Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, really? Are you kidding me?
What a piece of
how much longer is that shit going to go on before something untoward happens?
What's going to happen? One of those missiles is going to deaccelerate, drop down into mainland Japan, blow up, And then Kim Dung Fucko is going to be having a wickety up his backside.
Kim Dung Poo, yeah.
Yeah. It'll be King Dun, your
Pyongyang.
Yeah, it'll be Pyongyang goodbye.
The Lord of Pyongyang.
It'll be Pyongyang goodbye.
Yeah, you know, it's a shame. I mean, this shit should have been dealt with a
long
time ago, but you know, it was left to fester by a lot of people. Really.
Right? Yeah.
You know, you could throw a lot of blame around. And I'm willing to. It's pissing me off.
This guy's
pissing me off.
Left to fester.
Left to fester. Look at that fat, festering bastard.
Hi, hello.
A friendly fellow, though.
He reminds me of a cartoon character who's put on some weight, like SpongeBob SquarePants. Hey, you know about that guy? He lives under the sea.
I don't think he's crazy, though.
No.
Because that's just, I mean, obviously he's a
facade.
sicko of shit, you know? Yeah, that's a facade because he wants everybody to think that he might do whatever at any moment.
Right.
Yep. And of course he could.
Yeah.
But I think he's like crazy like a fox. He understands how to play the game.
Yep.
Of the brinkmanship and shit.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to send him.
But I don't think he can recover from a full-on chicken shit assault, quite frankly.
We're going to send him an iron like this so they can iron his face down because he's obviously got too much fat going on there. Yeah, he looks like a man who's had a Botox injection one too many times.
Botox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's quite possible.
Yeah.
So...
the big mother of all bobs will be chicken shit. Spread all over Pyongyang fuck.
Just adjusting this light again.
All over his whippity dippity doodah.
His whippity dippity doodah?
Yeah. Yeah.
What about his floppily dopplies?
Oh, his flop. You notice he's got a lot of floppity dopplies there in the cheek department. He probably isn't getting any either.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I'm pretty sure he's probably getting as much as he might like.
Yeah, he probably calls up a couple of emaciated people and offers them a meal for a gangbang.
He is married. He's got a wife. I'm sure
Really?
he has.
He's got a wife. What is she like, Miss Domestic Servant?
I don't know. I don't know. You know, I read too that in North Korea they have a radio. There's like two stations, a couple stations.
It is.
But it's not. The radio is like plugged in. In other words, the signal comes through a plug. There's no radio through the airwaves.
Ah.
It's almost like cable. And you got a couple channels, and they're all official North Korea.
Right,
you know, one is talking about how cool the royal, so-called royal family is,
right.
And the other one has some probably some little children forced to play guitars on pain of death or some kind of art entertainment.
What you're going to do now? We're going to be listening to our Commander-in-Chief, our Supreme Leader, Mr. Flubbleface, Chippy Checks, Whiz Bang Waboopy.
And they're always worried about the integrity of their honor and reputation. Do not impugn the integrity of the fattest man in North Korea.
The fattest man. Hi, I'm in charge. But you do know, you'll see he wears a tie. Gee, where did that come from?
We're probably going to be targeted now.
No, that came from Western culture. He's got a tie.
Yeah, well, he's a big fan of Western culture.
Yeah.
So if he wants to avoid a chicken shit attack,
yeah,
he should dismantle his nukes, and do some other nice things. Lots of things. Probably the best thing he could do would be to step off the edge of the earth.
Right.
According to these flat Earth wackos on here on YouTube,
the
Earth is flat. So if we can get him near the edge and just say, all right, kind of like walk him off the plank, walk him off the say, all right, good luck.
See you out in space somewhere.
We'll see you around. Probably,
He can nuclear his own ass right into space.
I don't think it's that easy to get rid of evil, though.
No, it's not.
It tends to be...
it's pervasive.
It tends to be war. Gets rid of evil.
Getting rid of evil, and the evil starts with stupid people. Have you noticed that? Evil is just stupid. Evil people are dumb, incompetent morons. We probably got a big dildo shoved up their ass because they ain't got anything else going on. That's probably it.
Well, I hadn't considered that.
They get a bottle like this, shove it up their ass because they ain't got anything else going on.
Oh, okay.
Therefore, that's probably the problem. Remove that, and the gas comes out, and they're debloated, and they're fine. Otherwise, it's up the ass all the time. That's what I heard.
Is that what you heard?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
I got this. I want to show off this.
Very
thing
nice.
that Tim brought over here. bottle opener, guitar-shaped bottle opener. You want to tell everybody where you found this? Nah, who cares, right?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Okay, so, well, obviously, things are really rolling now.
Yeah.
So earlier, things were a little questionable. Things were a little questionable before. People were like, I got my finger on the mouse. I don't know if this is going to work out because...
You got the finger on your mouse?
Saturday night. There's other shit going on. But now they're like, oh, what the hell are these guys going to say next?
I say here, things are really rolling down, aren't they?
Things are really rolling. It's
they're on the way to the top of the pedestal.
This is the epitome of professional broadcasting.
If it is, where the hell's Fox?
I don't understand what that means.
I don't know either.
All right, so we'll be right back. Well,
go back ages for the hell of it.
I don't know what's going on here. Hello. Oh, I know.
The Saturday Night Cockfight.
Tonight, it's the WWF Cockfight. Rick Rooster defends his championship title against Cockadoodle Dan. Now let's go ringside to Bob Neanderthal and Carl Bacon. Well, Bob, here we are at ringside. How do our competitors match up tonight?
Well, Carl, Rick Rooster, I think, is really going to put the feathers onto that Cockadoodle Dan.
He sure gave Rhode Island Red a real trouncing last week there.
Yeah, that venue there in Las Vegas, he stomped him right to the ground with his technical hold, I tell you. That was an amazing move.
Well, we're going to find out tonight Cockadoodle Dan can hold his own against Rick Rooster.
Yes, I think we are there, Carl. We certainly are.
And now, let's go center stage here at Madison Square Garden for our referee, Mel Flem. In this corner, weighing 9 pounds, 7 ounces, the challenger, Cockadoodle Dan. In the right corner, the champion, weighing 12 pounds, 4 ounces, the poultry pile driver, the feathered frenzy, the barnyard terminator, Rick Rooster. Now, boys, want a clean fight? No low blows? No kidney punches, no rabbit punches, no foul moves. All right, come out boxing and don't be a chicken. And there's the bell and they go.
Hey, and it's Cockadoodle Dan's coming out there.
Well, he's on the left. And there's on the left.
Oh, Cockadoodle Dan's got one going there.
And there he comes. He dodges.
Nope, he brought up Cockadoodle Dan, come up with the good and he just sliced him across the left wing. And
it's slashing.
Oh my God, look at the blood coming out of him.
Another left. Uppercut.
I can't believe the brutality! Oh my God.
Rick Rooster moving in.
Oh, Cockadoodle Dan's down. He's back up again.
He's slashing him. Look at the blood.
It's everywhere.
Okay, Rick Rooster moving in. He's slashing. Cockadoodle Dan is down and he continues to slash. It's left and right, left and right. It looks like, oh my God, look at the blood.
And Cockadoodle Dan's not doing good. No.
There's an eyeball rolling on the canvas.
Oh, and it's not good. It's not good. Cockadoodle Dan, I think he's down.
It. There's the bell. It looks like it's over.
And
it looks like Rick Rooster is another winner. How about that, Bob?
Well, you know
Rick Rooster wins again.
Rick Rooster's one hell of a competitor.
That was one hell of a bloody chicken out there.
Yeah, I would say
That's
so.
all I gotta say.
Absolutely.
Don't go away, folks. We'll be back with an exclusive
interview with the winner. I'm Bob Neanderthal, and I'm here with our champion, Rick Rooster. Well, Rick, it looks like you had you on the fence there for a while. Are you going to be retiring after your bout next week in Los Angeles? The other question we've been begging to ask, several people out there said, it looks like you've been put on some weight. There's been some little controversy. Well, congratulations on your win tonight, and we hope you succeed next week in Los Angeles. And there you have it, folks. Our winner, Rick Rooster.
I turn off the microphone and now...
Hey, all right, we're back after the Saturday Night Cockfights. Actually, that was pretty good with Rick Rooster and whoever that other character is.
Rick Rooster and Cockadoodle Dan.
Yeah, Cockadoodle Dan.
Very popular.
Yeah. And that was, God, that's 16 years old.
You know, before I was just saying to you how we are so freaking professional. We're so confident in our broadcasting abilities that we didn't even bother to check to see if the sound was on before we started the show.
Which is a good thing, because usually, if we don't check, that means we're not on.
No, you're not getting the point.
Well,
the point is, we're so confident in our abilities, it didn't really matter. People weren't going to tune out. They wanted to wait and see what we were going to say.
Yeah,
but wisely and professionally also, we didn't say anything interesting until we checked to see if the mics were on.
Didn't make any difference anyway.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just another example of, see, pretty soon all the shows are going to do what we do.
Right.
You know, like you'll tune into, you know, some sitcom that's on now,
right.
and there won't be any audio. And all of a sudden it'll just turn up in the middle, and it'll be great. And people will say, oh, last night, the first 10 minutes of whatever, there was no audio, and everybody loved it.
It'll be all over the internet. Yes, all over. Did you see that show last night?
Oh, yeah, I was trying to figure out what they were saying.
My God, that was what happened.
We're going to
be an in-depth investigation on CBS News to find out the whole course of the...
It's a whole new trend we're going to start.
Exactly.
It's very exciting.
It's called...
To be at the cusp of...
the customers, TV people, the cable people watching it will have to figure out why there wasn't any audio. Oh, my God. It'll be an internet sensation. They'll have to figure out the whole entire thing. How do you like that beer, by the way?
I like Blue Moon, Belgian White.
Well,
it's a Belgian-style wheat ale, so it's very light.
Wheat ale, yeah. I'm not really a great fan of wheat ale myself. But if you stick that in front of me and you stick a Budweiser in front of me, I'm going to drink this every single time.
Yeah, I mean, this is, of course, brewed with Valencia orange peel.
As opposed to brewed with rice.
As opposed to brewed with old people's dirty underwear or something. That's a whole different flavor. And probably not an appealing one.
Can you imagine that?
That's a craft beer for you right there.
Yeah. They collect all this dirty underwear at like a brewery and they call it like stank. They call it stank beer. Filtered with the panties of 500 women.
No, not... Oh, well. Ew.
Stank beer.
Why would you even... you went too far. You might have gone too far there. I don't know. I don't even know. Because it's possible you went too far.
Well, if you're not going too far, you're not going far enough.
We may not even be on the air anymore after that comment.
Well, that's the way it is.
YouTube
might throw us out.
Speaking of YouTube, and while they're pissing us off, we started making money on YouTube, and if they hadn't changed their freaking system, we'd be making big bucks.
We'd be rolling in the cash.
At least $100.
Yeah, we'd have enough to buy
plots of beer.
Yeah.
As opposed to anything important, you know.
When we used to do the show, that's what would happen. We had enough money to support our minor little beer habit during this show. Now, with all the new
rules... And other incidental purchases.
Yeah, right. Importance. You know what's really bizarre about that? YouTube will allow stuff like the woman who gets on there and talks about sex with her dog.
Yes.
But she won't allow us, they won't allow us to talk about a controversial
or those
subject.
Two ladies who are African American, two black ladies who support Trump.
Right.
And I don't find them very threatening. I mean, you know, their opinion is their opinion. I mean, they're being censored. But this chick in wherever she is in Wisconsin, she's not even on an adult channel. Like, in other words, you don't even have to prove you're over 18 to listen to her talk about having sex with dogs. And it really doesn't matter if she actually does it or not. The fact is, she's like...
she's advocating it.
She's advocating it, and she, you know, I mean, who out there wants their kid listening to that? You know?
Yeah.
The only saving grace of a lot of this stuff is that YouTube is so huge and so vast.
That they can slide it in.
Well, she slips under the radar, but also the chances of any of the kids seeing her, I mean, it's going to happen. But it's not going to happen as much as you think because there's so much other stuff out there.
But here's the deal. What happens when she switches from dogs to like crocodiles, gators, cockatoos, orangutans?
Something's going to have to be done,
obviously. Weird stuff. Is she in charge of the zoo at where she lives?
Something's going to have to be done, I think. But
I can see it now. Hey, come on over to the zoo. I've got a new job. We're going to be in the zebra pen.
All right. We can't talk about it no more.
I'm going to be feeding the zebra. And we ain't talking food, honey.
So...
Come feed us.
Bring him a sugar cube.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
And so anyway,
yeah, that's
their method of
censorship is really
leaves a lot to be desired, you know?
It doesn't even, there's not a desire in the whole damn thing. It's just absolute.
Well, a lot of their censorship, a lot of their checking of stuff, however they want to call it, screening, is done by a computer program. And that of course depends on who wrote the program.
Right.
And because we had a video that we got dinged on at first because they thought it was some kind of dangerous, violent war video, and because we used the name Bin Laden, and it wasn't, and it was a comedy bit,
Yeah, here's the deal though. Say, for instance, they put up something about some war type thing up there. Does that get dinged too?
Not always,
they put up
because
there's all kinds of shit.
And apparently there's ISIS videos coming out the ass of people being beheaded and shit, and that's not being dinged on.
No, that's fine.
No, there's apparently no problem with that.
Yeah.
And they always say, well, we're too busy going after people that don't like the president, so we don't have time to scan for bestiality.
Anyway.
Now, of course, there's no bestiality in those videos we were discussing.
Yeah.
But, again, she is advocating it. Seriously or not, I mean, it seems serious.
When she goes after
obviously, she could be completely full of shit.
When she goes after the goldfish at the pet store, that's when they draw the line. Anyway, on another subject.
Some kind of line definitely needs to be drawn, right?
Yeah.
So basically, YouTube, I mean, I guess they can just kiss our ass, I guess.
Yeah. Let's do it.
And I don't mean that in a really mean way, because,
it's just the way it is.
But it's one of those, you gotta, you can't surrender your...
moral impetuity.
Is that a word?
Yeah, moral impetuity.
You can't surrender your moral impetuity to any of these corporate things. Google, YouTube, Yahoo, ShopRite,
Kmart,
Five Guys, Burgers and Fries.
Oh, that's Five Guys Burgers and Fries. That's like a grease experience to hell.
Isn't that great?
Oh, yeah, man. I'll have those fries, and I'd like them soaked in that fat back there, please.
No, the fries are made in peanut oil.
Yeah.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, no.
How dare you impugn Five Guys as fries? Those fries are made with 100% pure peanut oil, which is 0 cholesterol.
Yeah, but what's that
only
do?
2.5 milligrams of saturated fat per serving.
Yeah, but what happens? You get like a gallon of peanut oil. What do? Drink the damn stuff?
Well, I wouldn't, but it's a free country. If you want to drink it, I guess you could.
Yeah, that's gotta be bad. Okay, we've got peanut oil going on. How would you like a quart of peanut oil to go with your fries?
No, I don't think that. They usually don't serve them with peanut oil. They do that. They cook them with it, and then you get it without the peanut oil.
Oh, yeah. Then they take the salt shaker and do this with it. More salt, please.
No, I don't think it makes that sound though.
No,
I think that's
the sound going into your arteries.
That's just. Okay, so
anyway, on to the next subject.
So that was YouTube. Oh, and what else? You know what happened to me? I'm driving along the other day. Well, not the other day. It was like 2 weeks ago now. But I'm still scarred by this. I'm really pissed off about this.
He's driving along. Go ahead.
Driving along.
Shifting.
Minding my own business. And I go by. There's a spot not too far from where I live here in town, where the police station is, and I drive by it every day, almost.
90 miles an hour?
Like, no. And this spot, said aforementioned spot, also is at a T intersection.
Right.
So there's a light there and everything.
Okay.
So I'm driving through it. I was in the area, and I was going to stop at home. At lunchtime, because I'm a technician and I drive around sometimes. So I'm on my way home. I go by the police station. There's a cop sitting right in front of the place. And I kind of turned over and looked at him, And I just kind of took notice of him as I drove by. I was just driving by. And he pulls my ass over right after that and says, basically accuses me of, well, he didn't accuse me of using the phone. He accused me of lifting up the phone and looking at it. So I have 2 phones in the car. I have one is my work phone.
Right.
And that's up on one of those mounts on the dash.
Yeah.
Because I use it for finding my way around all these weird towns I got to go to.
It's directions, you know. Yeah.
And other stuff. And
nobody uses a map anymore, so.
So that's just sitting up there, and that's all. And I got all the Bluetooth, I got all the wireless stuff set up, so I don't need to pick up my phone and talk to anybody. And with these eyes I got, I can't see a damn thing on the phone anyway, unless I'm like looking at it over the, like this. I can't do that when I'm driving. I'll run off the road, and I know that, so I never do it. And I even yell at my wife when she does it. Although she can do it without having to, go like that. She actually can do it safely, or more safely than me. But anyway,
well, what's the
point is,
and
the guy's like, I saw you lift up your phone. No, you didn't. And so he's like, points at the dash. He's like, what's that? I was like, that's my work phone. That sits up there all the time. I never touch that when I'm driving. And he goes, well, what's that down there? Well, that's my personal phone. And that's where that stays. Now, the kink in the problem was... Right before he pulled me over, I did get a phone call, and I was on the phone, but I wasn't touching my phone. I even showed him. I said, I got the controls on the steering wheel. All I got to do is push the button on the steering wheel, and I answer the phone. It's that simple. It was your brother calling me, as a matter of fact, talking about the Yankee game. And I already knew that because we'd already had that conversation yesterday about the Yankees. So I wasn't really paying much attention. I was like, yeah.
Whatever.
And I was like, dude, I got to go. My cops pulled me over. I had no idea what he was pulling me over. I thought maybe they had a light out or something.
Yeah.
I forget to. I know I went through a green light in front of the police station.
Yeah, that can be a bit of a problem.
So I told him, I was like, I told him all this stuff that I just told you. I was like, I never do that. I honestly, I never do that. Of all the things, all the dumbass things I do, that's not one of them.
Now, what's the end result of the situation?
So I get a freaking ticket anyway. It's like, I swear to you, I promise you, I am not bullshitting you. I did not do that. Because I saw you lift up something. I said, I have a clear memory of having both hands on the wheel and looking across at you as I drove through the intersection. So what he's saying basically is, in front of a police station, in front of a cop parked in front of a police station, going through a traffic light, going through an intersection, I was looking at my phone, looking at the phone. Why in God's name would I do that in front of a cop?
What? Yeah.
And I even said to him, I said, I saw you there. I looked right at you. And he goes, yeah, I saw you look at me. And I was like, well, why would I pick up my phone in front of you? He goes, well, I don't know. I saw you. I know what I saw. And I'm like, I am telling you, I did not pick up my freaking phone. I was really getting pissed.
What if I unzippered my pants in front of you? Can you see that too?
Well, I didn't say that. Maybe I should have said that.
Well, I got my phone right down by my balls to keep it warm.
This is right down the street from where I live. This is my hometown. You're going to give me a ticket for that shit in my home freaking town?
Yeah.
Now, some of you out there will be interested to know that this happened on the last day of the month.
Ah.
The quota people out there who believe in the quotas will say, here you go.
Yep.
Sitting there waiting because he needed one.
Yeah.
And you were the hapless fool who drove by. And so now I got to take time out of my incredibly busy schedule to go to court, and then it's my word against his.
Right.
Unless they got they got all these cameras in front of the police station.
Right, yeah.
I'm going to ask them and say, hey, you got these freaking cameras out here. Let's see if one of them shows me not picking up my damn phone. And I want to tell them that if you think I'm that stupid that I'm going to pick up a phone, going through an intersection in front of a cop, in front of a police station, how come I don't have 10 more tickets for the same thing if I'm that dumb? Because obviously you got to be pretty stupid to do that. So I was fucking livid, man. I held my temper, certainly. I was respectful and I was polite. And and the guy's like, well, you come to court, we'll talk about it. I know what he's saying. Yeah, we'll offer you a deal. I'm not pleading guilty to parking on pavement and paying $75 because he needed a fucking ticket or some shit.
He needed a write-up at the end of the month.
So I'm pleading not guilty. And, if necessary, I'll call Psychic Bob in to be my legal advisor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your Honor, now, let me tell you, Your Honor, let me explain something here now. See, the thing is, all right, you can just,
just go.
Just get
Here's the deal. Now, if he shows up, say the guy doesn't show up.
Oh, he'll be there.
Yeah.
I did ask for support and deposition. Technically, if he doesn't provide one, I can ask for the charges to be dismissed on that. However, one of the things they're doing is reissuing tickets, which technically they're not supposed to be able to do.
How do they do that?
They just do it anyway. They just get away with it.
What do you reissue a ticket?
The judge dismisses it because they didn't provide the evidence requested.
Right, then they reissue it later.
They send you another ticket. They just reissue it. And then you can go through the same process again.
All over again.
Over and over again. So, you know.
What a crock.
Welcome to America.
That's how municipalities make money.
Now I know how the oppressed feel. Well,
the oppressed?
Maybe not. They're really super oppressed.
I've been oppressed.
But I
have no job. I'm a fucking low life jerk off. I can work for a job, but I don't want to get a job, so therefore I feel oppressed.
So I'm pissed, man. I'm gonna have to go to court and defend my good name.
Yeah,
I am not a cell phone lifter. Who does that? Who pulls somebody over for no freaking reason and gives them a ticket for something they didn't do?
Well, you didn't.
I guess it probably happens all the time, actually.
What would happen if I pulled up in front of the police station and I farted really heavily and it caused the windows in the police station to blow out?
Yeah. Well, oh, geez, are you kidding? Then they might label you a terrorist. Actually, it might be, depending on how bad it smells, it might be justified.
What if it was like a load of chicken shit that fell off the truck, caught on fire, burned it down? Well, no, that's fine.
Well, I don't know if it is.
It's not.
But, so, what are you doing?
Checking my good side.
So we're going to take a quick break here. Because important administrative duties in relation
to the show. We have to get back with the summer ale beer review.
Yes, now that we've moved the Blue Moon out of the way, we'll come back with the summer ale review.
That's the Samuel Adams on Germania Street in Boston.
I have to cool down a little bit after my rant about this guy.
Is there another word for rant?
I'm sure there's a lot of words.
What about raven?
Tirade.
No,
Raven's a bird. A completely different thing.
I've got a raven of a situation this afternoon, dear.
How do you think raven goes along with rant?
Maybe it was a ranting raven attacking a nest of blue jays. When's the last time you had a problem with your raven? It was on a rant.
Okay, so having
said that, dear.
Okay, so we're like
we are.
We're getting the home stretch now. I mean, the show is just getting better and better. You've obviously sat through this, so you're either comatose or you're comfortable watching. Don't go away now, right, Tim?
No, definitely not.
Don't go away now, or Tim will do more of this.
Or my boobs are getting a little bit airy here, dear.
Oh, okay. So we really got to take a break. Here we go.
You know, we've been having a very big special on moist towelettes.
Okay.
So we have a very big supply of moist towelettes come in one day. Instead of medicines and surgical gloves and whatnot, instead of autoclaves, I mean, it's not really necessary, to sterilize this all the time. Really, you don't have that many germs in a clean room, We keep the rooms very clean. We've just got a new shipment of moist towelettes in.
Okay.
And this shipment is very good, you see. It is lemon-scented moist towelettes.
Oh, very nice.
We have an almost infinite supply of lemon-scented moist towelettes. So if you fall down maybe 5 or 6 flights of stairs, or if you have crushed your skull, perhaps if you are in a coma, gastric, or perhaps some problem with the rectum or the prostate, come down to Fred's Medical Center and you will receive a lemon-scented moist towelette.
What a deal. What a deal.
Not only good for washing your hands, but also for cleaning your face, after eating.
What a combination. What a combination.
It's pretty good. And if you are not feeling well, a lemon-scented moist towelette will always make you feel better.
Oh, your clean face and clean body is always preferred. What is minimal? What are we talking about here?
We're talking 50 cents, my friend. So if you have a caved-in skull, or perhaps the pneumonia or the flu, or perhaps the AIDS, or, if you are suffering from a chemical poisoning,
yes,
or biological contamination, just come on down to Fred's Medical Center, and for 50 cents, you will get a moist towelette. And also, we have many lollipops for the children. The most important thing we can say is we have lemon-scented moist towelette.
Lemon-scented is great.
And also, we have variety of flavors of lollipop. Alright? That is what we have. It is very important. Now, the autoclaves, not so important.
Right.
Not so important. Fresh, clean bandages, well, you really do save a lot of money if you reuse some of the bandages. What we do is we wash them out very good.
Yep.
And we let them dry.
Very, very bad there.
We're trying to save a little money. We're trying to pass the savings on.
What a concept.
There is absolutely no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
If you are on the brink of death, a lemon-scented moist towelette
will bring you right up.
Makes you feel very good.
Yes, even if you're going to die.
Even if you're going to die. 9 out of 10 people do not die at Fred's Medical Center. They die before they even come in.
Ah.
Yes. The thing is, really don't need all these pills and these other things, bandages,
that is correct.
Autoclave, it's silliness, you don't need it. What you need is a lemon-scented moist towelette.
Yep. It solves the problems of the world.
It is. I've got to get going now because we really do have a lot of things going on. We've got to hand out some lemon-scented moist towelettes to the folks passing by.
We sure do appreciate you stopping by.
Whether you have the pneumonia, a cold, AIDS, a caved-in squirrel, such as I said, please come in and get, if you lost your eyesight or your hearing, come in and get a moist towelette.
Well, anyway, hey, Fred.
It will not cure you, but it will make you feel better.
Thanks for stopping by, Fred. We do appreciate that.
Yeah, very happy to stop by.
Try no piss fly strips.
It's got a cellular telephone.
On John Gardner, shocking expose of the shocking expose of John Gardner. On the bandwagon, trying to quit? Listen up, alcoholics. Try the new brew from Rock Gut Breweries. It's the beer you can't say no to. We know you're trying to stop. We don't care. Try our beer. That's why we're here.
Brought to you by Rock Gut Breweries Incorporated. Official beverage of Alcoholics Anonymous. Available at fine Mojo Marts everywhere. Drink some today.
Support the Girl Scouts, little girl.
Now, Neil, when you've got this brand new amazing frying pan on your stove, you can...
Tonight on Book Notes, John James Brown's new book, Birdwatching.
Ways of autoeroticism I never have.
Your magazine, oh, isn't it like some sort of soliloquy for orgasm?
No, Ted, no! Tired of getting caught scratching your pubes in public? Useless Products presents the new Scrotum Scratcher. The Scrotum Scratcher is a powerful solid-state device which attaches to your scrotum with adhesive straps. Inside the Scrotum Scratcher are thousands of tiny blades spinning at near the speed of light. Don't be fooled by imitation ball scratchers. Only the Scrotum Scratcher features patented laser targeting technology to ensure the high-speed rotating blades do not injure your penis. Scrotum Scratcher is guaranteed to service every part of your scrotum while causing no unnecessary bleeding. Fully adjustable and fully guaranteed. It's the Scrotum Scratcher from Useless Products. Own one today for only $14.95. Call now. 1-800-ITCHY-DICK. That's 1-800-ITCHY-DICK. Operators are standing. Right, son. You can't go on vacation because you told a lie. You'll have to.
Ending up a filthy, stinking rich.
Sounds good to me. Hi, having trouble with the smell in yours?
Here we have the silver pterodactyl.
My name is Dr. Leaky. We're taking a deep, satisfying bowel movement, only to discover that it was some sort of creature crawling out of your ass. Hi, I'm Dan Bladder. Tonight on Investigative Reports. Chicken fucking. What it is, who's doing it, and why. And the final question, do they end up on your dinner plate?
This is Ian McGregor from Ian McGregor's Relentless. If you're having trouble sleeping these winter nights, don't settle for those blow-up dolls. Step on down to the original Ian McGregor's Relentless and bring home a little lamb today.
Okay.
And here we are, back again after that little episode of old bits and recorded stuff from years gone by.
You know, it's just,
Yeah.
I just can't get over how amazingly professional we are. And,
We are?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
No.
Well,
anyway, here we go, and it's on to our new, little bit of a different...
Sam Adams now.
Okay. What we're looking at here, folks, is the Sam Adams Summer Brew. And thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
The nice thing about this brew, and let me see if I can get this correct, lemon wheat ale. You'll notice in the last 20 years, they've been mixing up stuff like using pineapples, strawberries.
Whale vomit.
Yeah.
Ambergris.
Yeah, ambergris, yes. Dead bluegill.
And that woman's vaginal secretions.
Yeah, that was in the beer, too.
Well, that's a rare instance.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Most beers don't have that.
No, they don't.
Just in case anybody was wondering.
Yeah. You can actually look at
and if anybody wants to see what we're talking about, go back and look at our top 5 reviews of top 5 weirdest beers.
Yeah.
And you'll see what we're talking about.
Right. It was really disgustingly
We are way too professional and way too busy to recap all of that because, you know, we're moving forward. That's
anyway, let's get on with our beer review here.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Take a sip and then
okay.
You take a sip, you let me know what you think. Does it have a good aroma?
Well, it smells like beer with a little lemon in it.
Yeah, let's try it out. Ah, very, very nice.
5.3% alcohol by volume.
Yeah, well, if you had, say, 10% alcohol, does that mean that you're going to be crawling on the floor by the end of this show?
No. Well, it depends on who's doing the drinking.
Well, maybe you'd be crawling on the ceiling.
We wouldn't be crawling.
Maybe up there with Lionel
Well,
Richie.
I wouldn't be on the ceiling because I'm too heavy. I'm way too heavy to crawl.
Well, I'd be on the ceiling. You'd be on the floor. We'd be like doing the Lionel Richie thing, up all night.
What's the Lionel Richie thing?
It's like who's dancing on the ceiling. There's some lyrics in there. It shows people going upside down. That's the Lionel Richie song.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
It's a dance club thing,
Yeah, that's.
You have to be like a dancer like myself.
That sounds very 1977.
Oh, it probably was. Oh, dancing on the ceiling.
I was around back then.
Were you?
Yeah. I was
you're spinning records then.
I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, you were spinning records.
I was.
Anyway, we're supposed to be on our rant thing anyway. So we're doing this beer, the Summer Ale, and it's a lemon wheat beer. Now, lemon wheat ale. Just think about the whole thing that has to go into this. They've got to sit there and make up a batch, find out whether it's going to be any good or not, then mass produce it.
So they need a lot of taste testers.
We should do that.
That is a difficult job, being a taste tester.
I think that would be awesome.
You got to really
taste it.
Well, you've got to. Yeah, I mean, you can't be skittish about the beer.
This has a very good lighter flavor to it.
Well, it's only a 7 on the IBU rating, International Bitterness Unit.
Yeah.
So it's not overly hopped.
Right.
And what hops it does use, I might point out, are...
It's a little bit more in the lighter hops end of life.
It uses the citrusy something other hops.
They probably come from Florida.
Actually, I think they come from Washington State.
Oh. Yeah, the
I don't know
Cascade.
if hops are grown
Cascade
in Florida.
hops. You have a hell of a job of growing hops in Florida right now. And if you did, they'd probably be out to sea.
My brother made out pretty good down there. They didn't lose power.
Good.
They were lucky.
Very good.
Apparently they had people right down the street whose houses got torn up pretty bad. Sand stakes, I think, is one of the things that helped me with a tent. But you need a lot of them to hold a house down, I guess.
Yeah, you really would in that regard.
That's a dumb thing to say. Why would you even say that? Oh, you didn't say it.
No, you did.
Oh.
Sand stakes?
I'm trying to blame it on you.
How about massive sand stakes? They're shaped like this. You pound them in the ground about 35 feet down. You know what would happen? Your house would blow away, but the sand stakes would stay there.
But I don't think Florida is that deep. I mean, the soil in Florida, you only go, where you go like 6 inches, and there's the ocean.
There's water.
It's just a big sandbar.
You know, my folks lived on it.
You have to, you know what they need? What Florida needs is
more sand, more
what Saudi Arabia is doing, the same thing.
Yeah.
Why don't they do the same thing?
Build
Build up some sand berms that can withstand some of these storm surges.
Here's the problem with the sand.
And they can do them in the shape of flowers or something. You know.
Here's the trouble with the sand berms.
Or maybe Florida citrus. You can have islands in the shape of oranges and grapefruit, which are both round. So I don't know why.
The water comes in, goes over top of the berm, then it can't go out. So therefore, what you get is a big sucking swimming pool. And everybody's shit's in there floating around.
Well, that's fine because then you know where everything is. It's in that pool, you know.
Yeah.
If you can't find something, it's probably in this
little cesspool area right here.
But you know, the Army Corps of Engineers could probably figure some shit out for that.
No problem.
Some kind of one-way valve thing.
Yeah, they'll dredge it out.
Yeah, they know what to do.
Well, they kind of
an engineering problem.
Kind of leads into our other bit here about all these paranoid people.
We're idea guys. We don't have to come out and do the whole thing. We just need to give them the idea. Let them run with it.
Yeah.
Our job is done.
Here's the idea. You guys go ahead and do that.
What were we saying? I'm sorry.
No, the weather people down there in Florida.
Oh, these idiots.
Oh my
these
God.
Weather Channel fools.
Okay, it's Jay Poon here. I'm standing on the beach. The wind's blowing at 150 miles an hour. You can obviously see by my jackets being pelted by large quantities of debris from that motel park over there, but beyond that, it's recommended that you not stay out here.
Yeah, there's some fool standing in 60-mile-an-hour winds, and you can, well, obviously, yes, he's having trouble keeping his footing, not surprisingly.
No shit.
And a couple times he almost gets hit with something, and a couple times he almost falls over, and then they have to pipe up and say, oh, well, 3 Dawn, you might want to get out of there because maybe it isn't safe after all, even for a professional like you. Because everybody knows in meteorology school, one of the first things they do is teach you how to stand in the wind.
Yeah, right? Like this. Yeah, you're leaning over.
Forget about air pressure and moisture. It's like that's not important. How do you stand in the wind without getting blown over? And then not get hit by flying debris.
And then holding a microphone at the same time.
Well, there you go.
And running the generator to run the microphone so they can broadcast to all these people.
Well, Jim, it certainly does feel like 70-mile-an-hour winds. I can barely stand up. Oh, my goodness. There's a rather large piece of debris headed toward...
Well, yeah, it cuts out.
That's what I wanted to see.
Well, Jim just
Some people think I'm being mean.
Jim just got knocked over by a sheet of plywood, and looks like a kitchen sink took his head off. So we're going to have somebody else fill in for the rest of the afternoon.
You know, one of the things that the Weather Channel loves to do is, like, report on the obvious, like it's something amazing. Like, oh, Dan, there's water flowing from the sky here. Oh, what do you think that is, Bob? Well, it might be this so-called rain we've been hearing about. Some people call it precipitation. Precipitation, Dan, that's really interesting. Tell us more about this so-called rain.
You'll notice that the humidity in this area has gone up precipitously in the past couple of minutes.
Well, Bob, what are we going to do about this life-threatening fog? Well, Dan, the only thing we can do is wait for it to burn away. Uh-oh, is it going to cause fires? No, that's just a term we use when the sun burns the fog away.
I know what we're going to do.
He's like, whew.
We're going to get these the heating units out to put them out under the heating units to put them in the what's that? The orange groves, so that the crops don't get killed.
Oh no! They need something better. They need nukes. Set off nukes to heat up this.
That's going to chase the hurricane away
and get rid of the fog too.
Yeah, right. Get rid of the fog. Yeah,
and probably everything else.
Don't worry about coming back to your house, folks. It's not there.
I'm telling you, who's the main guy there at the Weather Channel? Jim Cantori?
Yeah, Jim.
His main job now is to stand in the wind in a hurricane. Can you imagine? What are you doing for a living? Well, I go to some place where there's a big storm, and I go out,
stay there.
Yeah, I go out and get brave. I pretend I'm brave by standing in the wind with my microphone and commenting on how, boy, it's pretty freaking windy.
You'll notice off to the shore right there, the breakers are coming in. It's not recommended for swimming. Yeah, you can see it. The dam stands like 15 feet high.
It's only a matter of time before a window pane or a 2x4 comes flying along and clocks one of these guys. And it's going to happen right on live TV.
Yeah.
And I guess that'll show people how dangerous it is. Maybe that's what should happen, And then they'll be like, oh, well, I guess I'm not going to go out after all.
You'll notice that our weatherman is currently not here on the station right at the moment. He was knocked
away.
He was knocked over by a 6x6 traveling at 145 miles an hour.
Here's another one they did. You're at a beach in a town where there's a mandatory evacuation approaching, and it's nighttime, and it's windy and stormy, and he's reporting on the fact that there's nobody at the beach. And his point was, gee, isn't this great how people are taking the warning seriously?
Right. Well, what the hell are you doing there?
Well, yeah, and why wouldn't they be taking it seriously? I mean, Texas just got destroyed.
Right.
Here comes another one.
Yeah,
right?
So we'll hang around here and check this out for a while.
Yeah. So what is he like? Boy, this is amazing. There's no one here at the beach. Well, of course there isn't. There's a storm coming. What are you doing there? It's just like, and I mean, there's always a few wackos. Right. I suppose you're always going to see some moron flying a kite in a hurricane.
Well,
I've done it.
Harry, I've been here for the past 55 hurricanes, and this is going to be now one. I've got a concrete block house, and it's survived every single hurricane.
Or, they just don't think it's a big deal. They're having a party. Oh, what? Evacuate? Hell no, we're not evacuating. Irma's coming.
We're having a hurricane party.
Yeah.
Which basically means we're screwed, but we're going to enjoy it.
Jose's right behind her. So, there's always a few idiots, but you're not going to convince them to leave anyway. Oh, everything I own is right here. Why would I leave? Well,
you're screwed.
Well, maybe because so you don't die. How's that for a good reason? Because everything you own is going to be pretty useless to you if you're dead.
Have you seen the chipper unit that they use for, when they go around and do clearing around the telephone poles? Well, they took a lot of those to Florida, and basically what they do, they line them up in a mobile home park, force feed the mobile homes into their chipper unit, and they spit out all kinds of aluminum, plastic, 2x4s, plywood, all gets chipped up and spit out the back. There goes your mobile home park.
Yeah. Hey, we should probably say something about the beer, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So anyway...
It's got a good flavor to it. I like the aroma.
Tastes like beer to me.
This would probably go good with just about anything I'm drinking. Or eating.
Or eating, yeah. Except cake.
No. You notice that? Cake and beer don't go together very well.
You can't really pair beer and cake. It's difficult.
Well, you could, but you'd probably shit some really nasty ass farts.
You know what would be disgusting is, you know how they're always flavoring beer with different shit? If they had like a cake flavored beer, like icing beer, you know, it's like vanilla icing flavored.
Yeah.
I just don't
Talk
think
about the amount of sugar that would be in that. But some of the diabetics. Hi, when's the last time you had these? We'll get you going really fast.
I'll buy one. And, you know, there's always these things that people who, especially diabetics, shouldn't do. Sometimes they do. Like, you're out shopping. You're in the store for some important stuff. A bag of chips and like a submarine sandwich or something.
Yeah, Coke. Bag of chips, Coke, submarine sandwich.
And then,
I'm good.
But then, you know, you get in the mood and you're walking through the cake aisle. And you think to yourself, hey, that icing is looking pretty good. If I had a cake, I'd
layer it on.
I could slather that ice. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Slather it on real thick. Cut myself a big piece. And then you think to yourself, hey, I don't need a cake. Right? What do I need a cake for?
Yeah.
I'll just buy a can of this freaking icing. Take that shit home.
Yeah, open that up and spoon it in.
Have some icing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
Not recently, I'll say.
It's a really cool thing to do.
About 35 years ago, I think.
Can you imagine, like, well, what's the point of having to go through the stress of making the cake when you can eat the chocolate cake?
It happens. This is the way it happens. Your mom makes a cake, right?
Right, yeah.
And she puts icing on it, and there's a little bit left, so the extra icing goes in the fridge or something.
Or it goes in a bowl and you get to lick it out or whatever, yeah. You know, you get the spatula in the bowl and, you know.
So I just open up the fridge and there's a little thing of icing in there.
Yeah.
I'll get me a spoon and hand me that icing.
Absolutely.
And so once you've eaten icing out of the can, anyways, getting a whole full can of it, you know.
Oh, that's like tops.
It's not a big step further. It's like, yeah, just get more icing. And then there's the choices: chocolate, vanilla, French vanilla,
strawberry,
and then the butterscotch or the buttercream icing.
Oh,
baby, that's some good stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you know why stop there? Get yourself some whipped cream or some of that Cool Whip.
Oh, Cool Whip,
not dairy shit.
Oh yeah, you just spread that in there.
Oh man, you're talking about clogging up your arteries.
Well, if that's the case, after all that crap, you go to Five Guys.
That stuff's like thread lock for your arteries.
You go to Five Guys, you get a burger to go with it.
Oh, that's nothing.
On top of the whole thing. Or you go to McDonald's and go, skip the fries, I want the grease. Oh, speaking of that.
They probably have did you ever hear McDonald's has this hidden menu that they don't talk about or advertise, but if you ask for certain things, you can get them?
Like what?
Well, there's a whole bunch of things, but one is a double Big Mac, or a double quarter pounder with cheese, and another one is a triple cheeseburger, and there's a couple other things too.
Well, they're like the ultimate fat burger. Hi, I'd like this. Yeah. I'd like this undercooked, please. Can you imagine you go to McDonald's and say, "Do you have any really soggy fries?"
Can I have a cup of raw meat, please, and some of your Mac sauce? Talk about disgusting. Even the icing couldn't fix that problem.
That's really good. Go to McDonald's. Yeah, I'd like some semi-frozen fries, please. And I'd like you to dump the salt. Give like 5 pounds of salt you can dump in those fries.
Yeah, keep shaking it over until there really is not like a single spot where there's at least a molecule of salt, stuck to the fry.
Or either that, dump the fries at the bottom, cover the damn thing with salt, then serve it up.
Send it up to the lab, and the doctor says, these fries are 50% potato and 50% sodium. There used to be, I used to work at the mall.
The mall.
And
what a wonderful experience.
Excuse me.
Yeah, right.
And there was a guy there that had the pretzel place, those soft pretzels, not the hard pretzels, but the soft pretzels. And they had the cool dip, like the mustard, the sweet mustard.
I know that.
And he used to come by all the time because he liked me to fix his computer for him, right? So he was always coming down and asking, "Can you look at my computer?" Yeah.
Well, yeah, sure.
So he would bring us pretzels all the time, man.
Yeah, it's like a,
because closing time, they're gonna just throw them out anyways.
Yeah.
They got hot pretzels. They bring them down, and we're like, "What was the point of me telling you this?"
I don't know.
Something about, I don't know, but
something about.
I can go for a pretzel right now.
Food. We're talking about food.
Food, huh?
Cholesterol, salt, McDonald's.
The classics.
Yeah.
All the important things. Imagine if, here's the funny thing, imagine if McDonald's made MREs, for emergency meals.
Yeah.
Not K rations, but the other rations. Can you imagine?
Hi, I'd like an MRE to go, please.
They would just give you a little block of salt, like a salt lick, and
you shove the rest of it in your mouth.
Yeah, you just walk around and suck on this tube of salt. Here's
the burger.
And then
everything's divided. The special sauce, the salt, the pickle, the lettuce.
That's all you get.
Yeah.
Salt, pickle, sauce, and lettuce.
Well, no, the burger comes, but they're all individual. You can't eat them as a whole thing. You have to eat the bread as an individual thing. They're all wrapped that way. If you can believe that bullshit. Anyway.
McDonald's MREs.
Yeah. What can you call that?
Oh, you get a fillet of fish.
Ready to eat barf. Oh, how about a fillet of fish that's semi-cooked?
I used to have an acquaintance. I won't say friend.
Yeah, right.
An acquaintance, somebody I went to school with that I knew, who used to work at McDonald's. This is going back 30 years ago, or almost 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe more than 30 years ago. Anyway,
make it 40.
And he used to spit nasty, disgusting globs of disgusting globules into the chicken nuggets while they were cooking up.
Well, maybe they're cooked anyway, so it really make a difference.
And then he would brag about it to the other people. Hey, watch this! And then he would send that shit off, and somebody was like, nom 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 nom. Yeah, nom nom. That is just disgusting.
Well, check that out. Chicken nuggets.
And I want to say that if there's
where the hell does the nugget part come from?
Well,
what do they do? Cut the balls off some sort of chicken? Drop it into some fat residue?
Oh man, maybe that's what it is. Rooster nuts. Why don't they just call it rooster nuts? That sounds cool, doesn't it? Rooster nuts. Roasted rooster nuts.
Yeah. Testicles of chicken.
Yeah, but it's not technically not chicken. Chicken is the female, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
rooster nuts.
Chicken
nuts.
What's? I'm trying to think of something that rhymes. Chicken balls. I don't know. Maybe that's what they are. Rooster.
I'll take one order of chicken nuts and a McShake to go. Let's make that 2 orders of chicken nuts. We have 2 children here.
The thing is, with kids, you gotta be careful because some kids are allergic to nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, please leave out the testosterone, as we have 2 young children in here. We'll take 5 orders of chicken nuts, along with a McFeely.
What the hell is that?
Yeah. Anyway, we're supposed to be ranting this evening, so what's our next rant?
Oh, I'm
I'll take a McFeely, along with a Mr. Feelgood, and 10 sauces, and I'd like a water to go, please.
A Mr. Feelgood? What the hell is that?
Oh, yeah. McDonald's, you pull up, you pay at one, you get up to the next one, and so they can control the traffic and stuff. You ever notice that?
No.
What if they had 3 windows?
Yeah, you give your money, and then you still don't have your food. And they're like, can you pull up to this space?
No.
Can you go to the next town and sit in this broken down parking lot behind a Taco Bell? Somebody will be over in about a half hour to bring you your food.
No, I got a better idea. You got 3 windows. The pay window, where you get your food, and the third window where you throw it off.
Okay. So on that note, we'll be right back. Don't go away.
More of this. Yeah, more of this is coming up.
More of this bullshit is bound to be continued.
Tonight on the Baby Jesus Show, Judas tries to talk Jesus into changing the water into wine.
Hey Jesus, come on, man. Hey man, let's go to the food court, man. Can you change water into wine? Hey, come on, let's go. Why not?
Judas, I don't think I'm supposed to do that.
Oh, come on, Jesus. Let's do that. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, water and the wine. Come on, man. Hurry up.
I don't know.
Why not, man? Hey.
I don't think my father wants me to do that.
Why not, man? Well, he's just a carpenter. What does he know?
No, not that father. My other father.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, well, see if you can do it, huh? Come on, Jesus. Come on.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, pretty please, Jesus.
Watch as the baby Jesus brings his friend Lazarus back to life after a fatal drive-by shooting. Lazarus, come back to life.
Gee, Jesus, thanks for bringing me back to life.
No problem. And of course, who could forget the cranky Italian next-door neighbor, Pontius Pilate. Gee, Mr. Pilate, sorry about your flowers.
You damn Jewish kids, keep off my lawn. I wash my hands of you.
Gee, Mom, can we stop at the food court? Why, sure, son.
As a matter of fact, I'm a little hungry myself, son. While you two are in line here for burgers, I think I'll stop into chock full of sluts.
Okay, dear. Don't spoil your appetite.
Hello, friend. This is Bitch That Puddin'. I used to be pimping on the street for years, but when I wins the lotto, I took my women's and invested in one of them damn mall franchises. So stop by chock full of sluts today and get your knob polished. Don't forget to look for our 2-for-1 coupon in today's Sunday paper.
Look, Mom, here comes Dad. Have a good time, dear.
It was delicious. Here, son, have a moist towelette.
Gee, thanks, Dad. Dad, can we come back tomorrow?
Why, sure, son.
So come on down to chock full of sluts. We be in the food court.
Gee, Mom, can we stop at the food court? Why?
Hey, Bill, how are you?
Hey, Bob, what's new?
Hey, who is that guy in the stall there with you anyway?
Why, that's my ass wiper from asswipers.com.
Your ass wiper?
Sure, I'm too busy to wipe my own ass these days, and they even flush.
They flushed? Wow, that's fantastic. Tell me more about that.
Hello, friends. Don't have time to wipe properly? Well, don't get a nasty rash on your butt. Let one of our courteous certified professionals wipe it for you. They'll stand unubiquitously in the corner until needed. Then they spring into action, wiping your ass clean. Asswipers.com, the professional's choice.
Okay, we are back.
All right, after that rousing thing of the McDonald's bit, so we're moving on here with our supposed rant this evening.
I'm all done ranting, I think.
Yeah, we'll just rant on.
I've had a few beers.
All right.
Why don't you tell us all about your whatever it is you wanted to say?
Okay. Perfect. This is sort of a rant, but it's okay. It's a mild rant. A lot of the local stores here in our shopping district have been competing with the warehouse stores. So, what they've done...
What have they done?
They've turned their stores, the local shopping, like the ShopRites, the Tops, all these stores, all of a sudden realize that they need to compete with all these warehouse-type stores. So, they turned their stores into warehouse styles.
Uh-huh.
They've taken away the friendly atmosphere of, hey, how you doing? Oh, how are you? Yeah. How you been? What's going on? They've taken all that away. Now they've invested millions of dollars in their store to turn them into aisles with video monitors and signs that bleep to tell you what's in the aisle. Well, the aisles are so goddamn big and so freaking long that in order to find anything in these freaking places, you gotta walk wing, 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 wing. You're all the way up and down, up and down.
That's why they designed them that way.
Exactly. But you get up to check out, and they go,
Have you found what you're looking for?
Like, what are you kidding?
what are you, out of your effing mind?
I don't even remember what I came in for.
And they're always nice people, but no matter what register you go to, that's what you get. You can go back and forth to different registers for an hour and a half and buy one item. And they go,
Have you found what you're looking for?
Did you come in and did you find that? Is there anything else I can do for you? Are you having a good day? No, I'm not having a good day. I'm looking for shit that I can't find because you're in this megaplex of fucking store and you can't find shit here. I came in for 5 ramens because they're cheap and I don't want anything else. Anyway.
Really?
That's my rant for the evening.
That's it?
Yeah, oh, wait a minute. We're not done yet.
You have one more?
One more. So, years ago, you would go to your home improvement store and you want to order an item. They'd have the item on the floor so you could take a look at it. Oh, but Persquai, we don't have space for that thing anymore. It takes up too much room.
What did you say, Persquai?
Yeah, whatever the hell that means.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I just made it up. Then you go into the store and you say, hi, I'd like to order an item, but no, we can't show it to you. We don't have it here because it takes up too much room in our store. We have a display here of light bulbs we've had to put in, and we've had to get rid of the actual item you're looking for. Persuade, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. Anyway, I go into this Home Depot, I order a wood stove. And you have to order it online, which is okay. Order online's fine. I don't mind. You order online right there. They give you a sheet of paper with an estimated delivery date, which is a crock of shit. From the 7th of September to the 13th of September, it's supposed to show up. So what does that mean? You're playing Russian roulette to find out when the goddamn things are going to show up? Does that mean I have to take a whole week off of work to be home every day to make sure it's going to show up? So then I said to myself, let's go back to the store with my sheet of paper and see if they can tell me when it's going to show up, what day. Like maybe at 12 noon or something, so I can be there and then go back to work. The person in charge says to me, oh, it's going to show up on the 13th. Oh, really? How do you know that? Well, it says that on your paper, and I can look that up on the sheet. As par for the course, it didn't show up on any of those days. It showed up in the middle of the week. So what does that mean? You have to call the shipper, and he's going to tell you when it's going to ship. They can't tell you that at the store. That is bizarre and fucked up. That's just the worst kind of business I can imagine. I want to know when it's going to show up, what day, and roughly what time so I can be there. Oh, by the way, the tire for the back of your car is not going to show up, so we recommend you riding on the rim for the next week and a half. The same idea. I mean, what the hell kind of horse shit is that? It's stupid. It's a crappy way of doing business.
It's outrageous.
I don't care. That's just effing ridiculous. Oh, by the way, the water in your radiator is leaking up. We're going to have a radiator for about a month and a half. We suggest putting some crazy glue at the bottom of your radiator. And when it shows up, we'll give you a call.
Okay, so
that's crap.
On that note,
that's my rant for the evening.
Tim's rant for the evening. So here is that Bin Laden bit I was talking about.
Oh yeah, the one that got.
And this will give people an idea. There's nothing really violent in this at all. It's a Psychic Bob bit about him trying to remote view Bin Laden.
Yeah.
He gets distracted by the raspberry iced tea he's drinking, and it's just a funny bit, really. So let's see if this deserves to be what's the word? Censored.
Desert.
And after that, when we come back, we're going to play our new bit, which will be the video showing the highlights from the RPH work party 2017.
Thank you very much.
Something to go out with a bang.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Yeah, I'm going to help out.
How are you going to be doing this, Bob?
Well, I'm going to find this Bin Laden. See, that one thing, nobody knows how to pronounce this man's name. I've been fasting, for 4 days now.
All right.
Yeah, because I got to get my spooky psychicness power up. Let me go. I'm getting something. Oh, I got him now. I'm homing in on Bin Laden. Let me adjust the brightness. Hang on. I'm adjusting the brightness. And I got him.
Very quiet in the studio.
Listen, quiet, Tim. I'm trying to think. He's tall, thin, And he got a beard and a mustache, and he's wearing something on his head, the headdress. Yeah, I hope that helps out.
A lot of the people there wear that kind of clothing. Is
Well, he's sitting at a table eating. Oh, you know, it looks pretty good. It's some kind of rice and a curry and a lot of roasted garlic. Oh boy, that looks pretty good. It's roasted garlic and a salt and a pepper sauce, and he's drinking. Oh, he's got iced tea. I think he's drinking a raspberry iced tea.
Oh man, and look at all the ice cubes too. You know, there ain't nothing better in the desert than an ice cold glass of that iced tea, because you know in the desert it's really hot.
Well, why?
Can I get some more iced teas here? See, I need some more iced tea.
Yeah, hey Joe,
See,
I
this
just said
he's got some raspberry iced tea. I don't have no raspberry iced tea. You know, I'm wondering what's going to happen to this iced tea when he gets, you know, when they take him out, if you know what I mean.
Maybe they give it to you.
Well, you know, I mean, maybe if they want to, or they could do that.
Yeah,
I could take that iced tea and, you know, what I'll do is I sell it and, you know, I give the profits away to, you know, the folks that need it. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
sure.
you know, that'd be the thing to do.
Absolutely. A couple of weeks we should start doing
I
it.
see a couple of cases of iced tea coming over to my house pretty soon.
Okay,
Probably from the president, just to say, you know, thanks
you
for the
or whatever.
info.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Because I told him, I said, listen, this is what you got to look for. You got to look for a guy, tall, thin, with a beard and a mustache. You know, long beard and a mustache. And I said, that ought to narrow it down. Oh, and then also, he's eating a bowl of that rice curry with a lot of roasted peppers in it. And the roasted garlic is really good, by the way. I said, listen, if you can, you know, when you get there, find out if you can get the recipe, by the way, maybe, you know, because it looks pretty good. You know, that's all I'm saying. I mean, I don't want to go out there weighing nothing, but maybe if they, you know, if the cookbook is lying around, you know, maybe they could just grab that too.
Yeah, pick that up on the way, so to speak.
It's a possibility. I think I might go home and get something to eat. You know, I got to have me some of that, whatever that is he's eating. I got to go home and ask the president if maybe he could hook me up with that cookbook and possibly just grab that bowl right out from his hands. Don't worry about keeping it hot. Just bring it to me. I'll heat it up in the microwave, you know, when it gets there. Maybe if they could cover it over with some wax paper or something, because I don't want no dirt to get in it.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to add that cave.
There's a lot of dirt and dust over there in Afghanistan.
Yeah, especially that cave.
You know how far away that is? That's further away than the furthest convenience store I ever been to.
Which is pretty close by.
Well, no, I've been to some of them in other states, Tim.
Have you?
Sure.
Oh, when you're doing
Psychic Bob is well traveled, Tim.
And psychic.
Look, I gotta get going. I'll see you later, Tim.
Okay, hey, well, Bob, thanks for stopping by. We sure appreciate it.
You bet.
Okay, Bob. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Oh,
there's that bit that got censored by YouTube, and admittedly they uncensored it after I complained.
Yeah, I mean,
but you know,
it's really, you know, what's really interesting about it? It's all of the. They have a computer that censors everything, so that's just as stupid as a car that thinks by itself. You know, you're say you're driving down the road, and the car is supposed to think by itself. What if you want to go to the store and there's some sort of bumper things in the parking lot? What's the car do? Drive across those bumper things at 45 miles an hour?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Exactly.
Oh, we didn't do anything about my car, the lift gate.
Well, go ahead and talk about your car.
Well, here's the deal. Years ago, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, you wanted to unlock the back of your car. Well, you unlocked it, push the lever, the lift gate goes right up. The tailgate, you unlock it, you turn the handle, the lift gate comes out. Now, you can't do that. What you got is a little button under the bottom. You gotta push the damn button. Well, what happens when the confounded button device goes? They're all designed so that they're gonna fucking break. They're gonna fall down, lose, then you're gonna have to take your vehicle to the car dealership because they're the only one who have the parts to do that kind of job. And it's gonna stick you up to you know what with a cost to get it done. I think that stuff is so incredibly stupid.
Right
on.
on.
You have a key in there, you turn the damn key, click it opens, and it lasts forever.
Oh, I thought you were going to say grab your key and shiv somebody with it. There, you bastard!
That's what I feel like doing these freaking manufacturers. Oh yeah, the other thing that pisses me off about stuff.
Oh, there's something else?
Yeah. You get a minor accident with your vehicle. Yeah. Your bumper's made of effing plastic.
Effing plastic?
Yeah,
effing
yeah, effing plastic. Yeah, F-in-plastic.
What the hell is F-in-plastic?
Well, it's a new product they're coming out with. The car it breaks even faster than plastic bags. What's the point of having an airbag in your car? Well, you know the reason they do is because the old cars didn't need them. You got in an accident with an old car, it'd be a dent. You get in an accident with a new car, you need an airbag in there. Because if you don't have an airbag in there, the plastic accordion that folds up like a shit in a toilet bowl all the way to hell.
Okay, so
anyway, that's my thing about the car. So
it was a good thing too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it was.
Yeah. So don't ever use an airbag.
So let's
let's tune out an item.
I'm not even going to ask you what it is you're doing. What you're talking about.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Well, what we have here, give the intro into the actual Appalachian Trail type stuff, and hey, that's exciting.
That is exciting. Okay, so we're going to watch the highlights from the filming that I did, videoing I did at the work party back in July. Why don't you go ahead and just explain, like, in 30 seconds or less, maybe.
Here's what we do. Every July, our club on the Appalachian Trail does a tremendous amount of trail restoration work. We have, this past July, we have 95 people show up. So our fine studio man here came over and did quite a bit of interviews with people, including myself. So that's what we're going to go out with tonight for the end of the show. This is something that we do every year, and it's been going on for the last 17 years. It's a very, very good program to help out the Appalachian Trail, which happens to be National Park.
Right, so what else do you want to add? So anyway, so here is the, I wanted to mention that I feel like I lost some of the clips because there was a few people that I know I filmed and didn't get them in. But I did get Chuck Wood. And anyway, just see what you think. And I worked on it all day today. It was a pain in the ass. I actually worked on it all day today. I thought about working on it all day, and then I finally got to it around 4 o'clock because I was busy.
Yeah, I worked on it from, mentally I worked on it from 12 to 4.
Well, that's important.
Yeah.
But, you know, because we are professional broadcasters, it came together very quickly. Right? Here we go.
It coexisted real quick.
Right.
Or coalesced? Yeah, coalesced. We ended up transporting all the material over for the new steps at about 5 o'clock at night. So as we got here, it just opened up. So for 2 hours, it's soaking wet. We got all the material, all the steps brought in. It worked out incredibly well. We had about 8 people that evening to do that. Today's projects, well, the weekend project, the big weekend project, is putting those steps in. They were old pressure-treated steps that the DOT had put in. So National Park Service has responsibility for replacing them and upgrading them. So that's exactly what we're doing with Locust. Locust is a 7-year plus rot factor, so it's going to work out.
I just started. I did my TV. Never hiked.
Here we are, headed down the trail. See what Chuck's up to. Hi, Chuck.
How are you, man?
Here he is, the man who made the halfway sign.
Good to see you. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Well, the plaque's in place
Let me get it. Can I get a picture of your plaque here?
Yeah, fresh dedication.
Let me try it this way.
In the next 15 minutes, we're trying to push the area up so it looks nice, you know?
So can you tell us about this plaque, who it's for?
His name was Howard Fraud, and he was a member of RPH Cabin Volunteers, and he was originally a cook, the webmaster, and also one of the volunteers. He hiked the trail in 1980, phenomenal spirit of great dedication and effort throughout the years and lived life to the fullest, and was taken from us way too short. He was only 58 years old, so
I'm sorry to
he
hear.
had worked 34 years for IBM. So an awful lot of people from IBM have become involved with the outdoor world and this club, and we're blessed to have them nearby, and so we're going to dedicate this memory to his good being, and it's done very well. If you want to get a close-up of it, a lot of words on there, but yeah, that's who this man is.
That's great. Great job, Chuck.
Yeah, thank you. Look, here's the post back there. They're in his honor. Will be for us. One's got a hammock on already, so they're gonna add 2 hammock sites back here.
Holy cow, it's like a regular campground now.
There's not many campgrounds up and down the, we have shelters up and down the trail that can boast, 2 raised areas for tents and some nice spots to put your more people are using hammocks, so it's a great addition.
Yeah.
Very nice. And you're solid. They ain't going over there, locust posts.
No, they look pretty solid.
Yeah, they will be there for a long time.
That's awesome.
The rule of thumb with locusts is it lasts 2 years longer than stone.
Down here that we're cleaning up. We had put in the Harold Prada Memorial Hammock upright stands. That's a memorial to Harold Prada, one of our members, who got in January. His son, his daughter, his widow is here. Witness that. We replaced some planks on the bridge, rotting away. So like better maintenance of people to do it at the time. And beyond that, we have some special treat. We have a hiker that's escaping out of the ceiling and shelter, at least trying to escape. So that's something you'll see later on when it's finished. The thing that was very surprising to us, we're going to use all this gravel that you see on the ground here. And that was supposed to be used for the actual project itself. But as it turned out, we had so much rain, there's a bunch of mud hole. So we had to pour 3 loads of gravel in here just to get out. We have probably, altogether, we probably have almost 100 people on the trail this weekend. So it's been fabulous as far as that goes. Crazy.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, here's the deal with the parking. The town didn't like the parking. The town did not like any parking on the roads anymore. Yeah, I can understand. It's the town is sort of like a neighbor. Like there's changes, there's increase in height, and they don't like it. They've been here for years with trails, before them, and that whole thing all changing. And we have a tenuous relationship with those people, and it's just the way it's going to be. Such a life. Say hello and how are you?
Try to be friendly and
be friendly, be respectful, and their wishes and ours at the same time. That's just to me what keeps in you got a great big freaking book in your ear.
Good crowd here.
Another one just rolled in, I think.
Hello. How you doing?
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
So what did you think of that, Tim?
Yeah, it was pretty nice. We ended up having a very successful weekend, like we always do. It's always very chaotic and erratic, but we ended up having 95 people show up for the weekend.
Did you say erotic or erratic?
Both.
Erotic and erratic.
Erotic and erratic, yeah.
Two different things.
Well, you know. So yeah, it makes my English together a little bit. You got to figure that out. Dyslexia is a wonderful thing. Yeah, it worked out very, very well. We accomplished a lot, and we hope to do it again next year, depending on circumstances.
Exactly.
The beer is good. Summer Ale by Samuel Adams.
Yeah.
I highly recommend this.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
So thanks for tuning in.
Really appreciate the.
This is our end of summer show.
Yeah.
We're blowing off steam.
When you really think about it, that's about the size of it because it's been rather warm this weekend. But I think by the next week or so, we're going to see a dip in the weather forecast here.
Okay, so next show is going to be in October, on October 21st. Saturday, October 21st, 8:30 p.m.
Yep.
Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I think it'll still be Daylight Savings Time then.
Yeah, well, maybe not.
Yeah, they changed it. They expanded it. Yeah, it doesn't change till like November now, I think.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So, October 21st, don't miss it.
It's going to be a good time, and we'll be putting up some more videos and some more information for folks as we get closer to that date.
That sounds good anyway.
Well, yeah, that's the way it is.
So, any parting thoughts, Tim? Any bit of advice you want to offer?
Parting thoughts sounds like a really serious fart that's been building up for quite some time.
Words of wisdom you want to offer? Anything? Okay. So, with that note, it's time to
say goodbye.
Yeah, it's time to say goodbye. It's time to skedaddle. Oh, and by the way, it's 13 minutes after 10. That means, once again, our viewers have gotten the bonus deal.
Yeah, because usually at 10 o'clock, man, we're chopping
Hour and a half show. Hour and a half show, but we almost always go over at 10 o'clock.
We always do, anyway.
Because, why?
We are broadcast professionals.
And other things as well.
I certainly hope so. Because if we're not, then we're seriously depleting our intellectual resources to broadcast to the world.
I can't even add anything to that.
Hey, you're on Facebook.
Good night, everybody.
You're on Facebook.